We have to heal.
I work for Democrats and Republicans.
Set partisanship aside.
On the campaign trail and through his first days in the White House, President Joe Biden has continued to press for bipartisan support.
Disagreement must not lead to disunion. And I pledge this to you. I will be a president for all Americans. So, with purpose and resolve, we turn to those tasks of our time, sustained by faith, driven by conviction, and devoted to one another and the country we love with all our hearts.
This week, Biden will address the nation and speak before a joint session of Congress for the first time since the inauguration. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki says after this, Mr. Biden will attempt to grow relationships across the aisle.
I would expect that you should all expect the president to invite members to the White House soon after the joint session address.
But top Republicans say compromise will be hard to do.
So if I look at the 100 days, it's more like a bait and switch. The bait was he was going to govern as bipartisan. But the switch is he's governed as a socialist.
Wanting to raise taxes in a large amount and regulate America basically out of business. So I'm not very impressed with the first 100 days. This is not what I thought I would get from Joe Biden.
University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee political science professor Mordecai Lee believes bipartisan support won't happen because many Republicans disagree firmly with Biden's policy agenda.
We're seeing this sort of partisan gridlock. And that if a president wants to govern, I guess a president simply has to accept the political reality of what politics is like nowadays. We've gotten so ideological and we have so much animus towards the other party that the whole concept of compromise has really disappeared.
So far, Mr. Biden has signed more than 60 executive actions. 23 are direct reversals of Trump administration policies. Most of the orders focus on immigration, the coronavirus, and climate change.
President Biden, in his first couple of weeks, he said he wanted a big stimulus bill, about $2 trillion. He'd prefer to proceed in a bipartisan way. But the Republicans in the U.S. Senate, the 50 of the other 50, just were not interested. They didn't want to help him succeed. They didn't necessarily agree with his policy agenda.
Dr. Lee says executive orders have been a way for presidents to get around partisan hurdles. However, compromise in Congress could be the key to getting key issues solved across the United States.
Now we've gotten into such an ideological age that the idea of compromising is considered sort of a betrayal and a sellout. And so what we see in the rhetoric of the extreme silos of the two parties is that compromise is a bad thing, and people are going to get primaried because they weren't willing to stick with ideological purity. That really is sort of the sin of the century of American politics.
President Joe Biden will cross that 100-day mark of his presidency on Friday. This week on NewsNation, we will take a deeper look at some of his campaign promises and where things stand after his first chapter as POTUS. Aaron?